Okay, let me introduce myself. As you've seen, my name is Arpan Ghosh. I will be your mentor for this course. Uh, I have total almost 18 plus years of experience in the field of analytics and AI. Currently, I am the acting director of the company, and plus I am also the principal data scientist. I have worked in multiple organizations in the past 18 years, including KPMG, Accenture, GSK, fintech organizations like Nippon, uh, and then pharmas like Jubilant Biosys. So luckily, I got all the opportunity to work in multiple domains like pharma, retail, and other stuff. Okay. Yeah. So I love coding. That's why I am associated with teaching. Uh, I love teaching. I have and I'm associated with multiple institutes, not only Visualpath but other institutes. Also, for the past 3 years with Visualpath, I've been associated almost now 1.5 year now, um, and almost 3,000 plus students. So multiple batches I've taken. I'm taking multiple batches already with Visualpath. So yeah, so this is something what we are doing as a course of AIOps. Um, okay, so where we will show you, and you will become by the end of this course, uh, you will be able to understand the entire plethora of how AI can also be incorporated in the IT operations. That I will just explain in a few bit. A quick overview of the course, what all will be covered, how it is different, what are the data sets which is required, and how it can be done. So we will have a mix of ML and AI coming into the picture for your this course. Okay, that's my introduction. Yes, so now coming to the curriculum, I think that's what you guys are eagerly waiting. Let me share my screen and my whiteboard. Are you able to see my whiteboard? So this AI ops, it will be a 40-hour sessions, okay? Only on weekdays, Monday to Friday. Timing is not yet decided, but it will be in the evening, okay? It will be the evening session post your working hours, okay? So mostly evening session, but what time, that depending on the availability of majority of the students, you guys, it can be scheduled around. Okay. Okay, now what is the prerequisites required for joining this course? Nothing specific, but knowledge of Python is important. Okay. As a coding skill, so I am expecting that if you have a Python knowledge, it will be brilliant. If you don't have, don't worry. Whatever we will learn while going through the course, you will be able to understand Python, because any Python is such an easy language that any other base coding language, because you're already associated with IT and DevOps and stuff, I'm sure you are working with some form of code like Terraform, Python, and others, right? So you will be, I'm sure you need that. Okay. Okay. Now coming to the curriculum. So what is, so AI ops? Okay. So AI ops is nothing but I am integrating AI to the IT operations. Okay. So what is IT operations? IT operation is basically infrastructure of the IT, where I am trying to integrate AI into the maintenance of the infrastructure of my IT. So that is IT operations. Who does that? In every organization, you will have this infra team, right? We call them the infra team. What they do, what is their job? They maintain our servers, our laptops, monitoring of critical processes. They do service desk monitoring. Okay. And obviously they are they are closely working with the DevOps team for setting up the infrastructure for any new processes which you are going to at an organization level does that. And you might all of us might have seen that the infra team uh, currently, you will see there is a lot of manual activities there, right, for them, like say for example server patching, okay, security update, SSL certificate update, right? Few of the stuff which you might have seen, right? Obviously uh, new joiner no setups and all those stuff, it is there. Suppose no new server setup, if it is on prem, then it is more no more tedious. Obviously cloud setup, all this stuff are part of our infra team, right? So these operations, if you see here, there are a lot of manual operations, uh, we can easily see which is happening in the infra team, right? Now using AI. Now what is AI? Now AI is an umbrella, right? You might have seen this diagram. This is called AI. Inside this we have something called machine learning, and inside that we have deep learning, and now the component has come called Gen AI. Okay, so how do this fit into the IT operations? Okay, so we will use the machine learning components, and that's why as an AI ops, the new AI ops engineer, this is the profile which is coming up. So basically these engineers will have the knowledge of machine learning techniques. Okay, so they are as good as data scientists, but they are focusing more on the IT operations. So use cases will be related to IT operations. What will be the use cases? And they will have the knowledge of these machine learning techniques, incorporating these machine learning techniques to automate or proactively identify the trouble cases, so that their manual effort gets reduced, and also you know uh, the critical issues does not prop up, because you have integrated predictive analytics. Machine learning is nothing but predictive thing. So you are able to predict in before, basis the historical data. Like for example, when the CPU usage will go up, this monitoring they do, right? IT operation, CPU usage, when the spike will happen, it is able to predict on before, and not like reactive. Generally now without AI, what they do, there's a reactive process they do. Whenever the server goes down, they try to do a root cause analysis, and they found out, okay, maybe because of some processes was executing too much, that caused the server to go down, and hence it's a reactive process right now. With the integration of AI, that means with the knowledge of machine learning algorithms, and with incorporation of this machine learning algorithms in these different use cases, which we'll just discuss in IT operations, it will be more of a proactive approach. Before the incident is happening, the infra team is able to know it is going to happen, and then they will take a preventive measures before the server is going down, or before the patching activity, before the spike has happened. Log analysis, okay, which is a very tedious job. Now that log analysis, okay, before I come to log analysis, any questions on this? I mean, I am only talking, so any questions?
Yeah,
Overall
yeah, Arpan.
understood where AI fits into the IT operations?
Yes, Arpan. Just one question I have, Vijay.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, we are going to add in between the operations, right? Team and proactively reducing the spikes or incidents, right? Using the AI apps, right? Is it using the standard tools of AI like Dynatrace and Splunk? They have now integrated AI with their component, right? We are going to use the standard enterprise tools, or we take the logs and we'll use like OpenAI or Gemini and filter it out logs like normal traditional way of LLM ops kind of a thing. How we will like do the AI ops?
Yeah, that I will come. I will tell that.
Okay, 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 fine. Yeah.
Any other questions? I will come to that because that is in the pipeline of the flow of today's discussion. Any other questions?
From
Other persons? Yeah,
from my side, Arpan, like I don't have any questions. Just I'm
perfect.
curious to know about the things. And
Yes,
just I was just focusing on right now. You're just talking about the server side, right? Like I mean, in terms of AWS also we have. So that side, whenever the service goes down, so it take care. We are not discussing that. Just I wanted to clear up.
yeah. It can be cloud also. So I
Cloud
will tell you
also.
how we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be cloud also. When I say server, both on-prem and cloud, you
Ah,
have to take the log data. That's it. So you take the log data, create a model which will
mhm.
predict
Okay.
uh, the stuff, and then you make a proactive measure there. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let me
I'll get.
explain little bit. Yes. So I think it will become more clear.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So there are two parts. One part is GenAI part. We will come to that. One part is ML part. Okay. Both are under AI only. What are the use cases we will put and how we will put? The question is how. Yes, Dynatrace and all, they provide that integrated, but we are not going to use those integrated stuff. As AI ops engineer, you should have the knowledge of creating ML model. So that's why you will be as good as data scientists. In fact, same as data scientists. So your portfolio will become much bigger. It's just that you are a data scientist, but you are focusing only on IT operations domain. Okay. But it does not mean that you cannot work on telecom domain or any other fraud prediction or stuff like that. And real use cases are there, like Netflix, Adobe. They have used this type of AI ops engineers. They are using it. Okay, especially Netflix. They have multiple use cases on AI ops. So what you will do, you will write code on Python to create ML models. Okay, and you will deploy that as an application. Okay, like an API, it will be there, and it is a you are a web interface application where the backend there will be a pipeline of which type of data. Say logs. You will logs will be here also, and here also. Log analysis in GenAI is important. Okay, usage data, CPU usage, spike and stuff. Okay, server logs. Okay, so these type of data you will be more focused on. Okay, and then hardware details, whatever you have, all the hardware details data you can feed in and create Pythonic ML applications. Okay, so in simple term, you will create an ML model. That ML model will be deployed inside an application, and you will be interacting with that application, which the application is interacting at the backend with the production data, or the production environment, these log datas or this type of data it will interacting. So you will have a front end application which is at the back end. This log data is coming, this type of all the sources of data, generally the production data, it will come from the production server, and that application is analyzing it and predicting the use case, like when the server will get down, when the CPU spike will happen. So different use cases will be there. So for each of the use cases you will create and ML algorithm. That's why as a part of this course, we will be also teaching you ML algorithms. Just like a data science course, you will know, understand what is supervised algorithms, what is unsupervised algorithms, how to code and create these algorithms, theoretical part of these algorithms, everything will be, there's a separate, I will say, chapter or a module where ML algorithms, which is as good as data scientist or data science course, the important algorithms will be discussed, and it will made we will make you make sure that you are able to code in Python, use this type of data, and create predictive models to to do this proactive analysis. Okay, that will be part of your course where you will understand. We will also understand what is the difference between traditional monitoring and AI based monitoring. Okay, what is the advantages, what are the cons, what are the pros and cons. Obviously, costing, we will also see how it is different. Okay, use cases we will do in terms of, as I said, Netflix and Adobe, they have multiple use cases. We will create use cases and do projects where we will generate dummy dummy logs. Okay, and use that log file or the log data of the server dummy logs, and create this type of application end to end in terms of algorithm and the front end application. Okay, this is a part of ML. Now where GenAI comes into the picture, GenAI comes specifically for log analysis. Okay, so log data analysis, which is a very troublesome thing, and now I'm sure all the infra guys and even the DevOps, whenever there is an issue for debugging, we do manually go through the logs and try to find out and try to investigate the stuff, right? What is the root cause? So the RCA generation, which is a textual, there's a pain area for any infra team. Whenever something happens, you have to give a, say 8-9 pages of, more than the time it went to fix the issue, triple the time it goes in preparing the documentation. So how GenAI can automate this process so that your productivity is increased and you do not waste time in creating documentation? As I said, log analysis. So we will have a Q&A application where, like a Streamlit based, where you upload the log file, you pass some prompt, and it will generate, analyze the logs and give you the report on what is there on that logs. So wherever there is manual effort of going through, and I'm sure you have seen that when you, as a business end or a business user, when you ask for something in terms of root cause, it takes a lot of time, root cause analysis, because they have to go to the log manually. Now with this GenAI, we will be creating using OpenAI, okay, GPT models. We will be able to create these applications where this log analysis, RCA generation, because RCA is a textual data, so that textual RCA generation, log analysis, all these can be how these application, we will create those application through Python coding, and you will understand few frameworks like LangChain, which is important to create this GenAI application. You will create our own GenAI application through coding, and AI, as an AIOps engineer, you should have that knowledge to create those applications, so that once the application is created, you just upload your log file and ask questions on that log file. So that application is doing that manual job of going through line by line the logs and giving you the finding out the root cause of the issue. So that enhancement is part of your AI ops. Is it clear? I hope I am able to bifurcate where AI ops come into the picture, what is the AI ops, and why the AI. That is also bifurcated in two things. One is the machine learning part and one is the Gen AI part. How they are augmenting the life of an infra engineer and hence they are called the AIOps engineer, who are as good as data scientists, but they are more custom specific knowledge they have in terms of the infrastructure related stuff. So basically an infra engineer becomes an AIOps engineer with the knowledge of this ML and Gen AI. Whatever work he was doing manually and reactive approach he was taking, with this integration of AI, it will be more proactive. So your downtime will not be there. Your production downtime will not happen as much as it happens now. Okay, because obviously you are able to create a model. That model is predicting that, okay, this server bases the data, the log, it is showing that it is a high probability of getting down. So you will become alert. So it is not a reactive, it's a proactive. Once you get that alert of, okay, probability of, the server getting down or the CPU spike is this. So when you get that alert, you do a reactive measure rather than once it is down, rather than no, you have the entire production system gone down, which is a embarrassing situation in a in organization level also, right? So that can be prevented using AI. Is it clear?
Yeah, yeah, clear. Thanks.
Yes. One question. I don't know
Yeah,
when to use ML, when to use the Gen AI use cases like.
brilliant question. Yes, that's what I was coming to the next one. When to use ML, when to use Gen AI. See, Gen AI is a universal, I see it as an universal, like a sugar or a salt. It can get mixed with everything, solver sort of a thing. So Gen AI you will use for all your tedious manual analysis part. As I said, log analysis, the main use case of Gen AI, RCA document creation. Okay, then we call it as AI on call. That means your on call engineers, especially 24/7 support you have, and you have 8 engineers uh, available, that can be also reduced. One engineer doing the stuff. How? So so the incident management, right? You will have, say, Jira tickets, right? In Jira tickets, you know the Jira. So Jira tickets are there for historically what was the issues were there, and that resolution is there in the Jira ticket. So what you will do, you will create a OpenAI based GenAI application where that OpenAI is trained on this historical incident and the resolution taken, and you will create a application which is a question answering application. Okay, now in your VRs, so where if 8 engineers were there across multiple uh, you know uh, domain specific engineers, one is for your, say, Salesforce, one is for your Salesforce servers, one is for your data science server. Okay, rather than having so many engineers, which is a cost to the company, now what companies are doing, they will have only one engineer. What he will do, whenever any business user is raising a ticket in Jira, so that guy will copy the description of the issue and paste it in the application. Now application, which is a GenAI based application, it will give a response, textual response, just like ChatGPT does, right? It will give you a response saying that this is the issue, because where it has learned from historical data, it has learned. So it will give you a response in terms of telling, okay, this is the resolution, probable resolution. Uh, these are the engineers you will be might be required, who will be able to fix it. Now, depending this engineer, if it is a small fix and he has the access to do that fixing, he can do it by itself. Or if it is not, then rather than 8 engineers sitting, whether I will get a ticket or not, everybody will not get a ticket on that night, right? If it's an on-call engineers. So when you get the ticket, you get the no stating that, and you can keep one L1 level engineer, like a junior engineer, right, who does not have knowledge of the entire ecosystem of your organization. So that L1 engineer, what you will do, you will paste it. If you find the solution able to do it by himself, you will be able to do it. If not, it will also mentioning which engineers or which department job it is. Then that L1 engineer will specifically call that only guy, not the other stuff will are no are not there. So you are technically you're reducing the cost using this Gen AI, which is called AI on call. So they are independent of machine learning stuff. Machine learning and Gen AI are independent. While machine learning, you will create models to predict beforehand, like CPU usage, server breakdown. Okay, these are the use cases you will be able to do, like scaling when scaling is required, uh, scaling of the servers. Proactively it will tell that no scaling is required, yes or no, for that particular server basis the live data which is getting fed in. So these are all predictive models which is independent of your GenAI use cases. Okay, so in an organization of AIOps, they if they are incorporate AIOps, you will see both are there. It is not like that, you know, because you have to integrate both, and both have different use cases or different area of interest. So they are not dependent with each other, they are parallelly, they can survive. And in all organization you will see both of them are present where AI ops is incorporated. Okay, I hope I have made that clear. Now coming to the curriculum. So obviously you will understand what is AI ops, types of AI ops. Okay, types of data used for AI ops. You will have machine learning, a separate module where you will understand what is supervised, what is unsupervised, how to create all these algorithms. You will have projects where you will be doing coding, and using Python you will be creating these algorithms for for the use cases what we will be doing it. Okay, artificial data generation we will have, and you will see there also we will use Gen AI. Okay, obviously Gen AI related uh, stuff we will also understand what, which model to be used, which LLM model to be used, how to code and create those application. Agentic AI also we will see usage of agentic AI in case of infra, how agentic AI is helping us uh, for util in our own plethora of AI ops. So that also we will cover. You will also be given assignments. Okay, which you need to submit to me and then upload on your GitHub. Okay, yes, important thing, GitHub should be up and active. Okay, we will also guide you with the interview questions. Okay, question answers. Your GitHub repository setup, in terms of, when I say setup, it's not that I will not going to guide you with the, I know I'm sure you guys already have the user ID password. It's just that how to project those projects which you'll be creating here, how you can project those project in, show those project in the GitHub with proper documentation, the readme file. And this also everything is totally automated in terms of, you will again, they're creating in readme file, we will use Gen AI to generate that readme file specific for that project. Okay, uh, yeah, this is the overall high level modules. Obviously when I say Gen AI, there are sub modules, like you will understand LangChain, you will understand rack system, you will understand agents, what are agents. So there are sub modules, but very high level, these are the parent modules which will be covered. throughout the course of 40 hours, and at the end you will be as good as data scientist. A specific role you will look on is AI ops engineer, which is on demand right now, because see, uh, the problem with, I cannot hire a data scientist who have not worked in infra domain, uh, because the domain knowledge of that is critical here. While the infra team, they are generally no coder, right? They are very less coder than doing that drag and drop and doing them basic processes, right? So to transform that, get that balance, an infra guy who has the knowledge of this infrastructure plus he has the knowledge of data science and AI, that is a deadly combination. And to build that, now in market also you will not see much of good resource of AI ops engineer who are working on. So that's why uh, this is in high demand, this profile, and this profile have come up slowly and steadily, is getting popularity, rather than data scientists, data engineers are the most popular profile. But AI ops engineer is something which is slowly coming up, but this is very important, where AI, we need a guy who has the infra thing he can do, and then also he has a coding experience where he's able to merge that with the AI technology, so that it becomes life easier. So that is the reason why you will see this people in high demand here. Okay, any questions on this for me to answer?
Yeah, but I have one question. Like, what will be
Yeah,
the duration of the course and
40
the
hours,
second 40,
40
right?
hours Monday to Friday, 1 hour a day, so weekly 5 hours, so 40 hours.
Okay, okay. And like, if you just can let me know, like, the percentage of the questions will be like as part of the interview, like how much you know we can get in the in an interview, just like roughly. I know.
I
Uh,
see all the
yeah.
generic questions and situation based questions which is available. See, one good part of IT operation is IT operation, the basic IT operation is same across organization, the basic one. Yes,
Yeah.
they will be specific customization across the organization level, but
True.
the basic part remain the same, like no, the server patching, the server monitoring, the log analysis, the RCAs, the debugging, the incident management, the basic part remain the same. Yes, they will have basic the infrastructure, the complexity will be there.
Mhm.
So all that basic interview related question, where and this is a very new topic, okay, trust me,
Yeah.
not many interviewers or not many organization have AI ops. So this is very,
Okay.
because they will have ML ops, they will have DevOps, they will have data science, data engineer, GenAI. But AI ops is something which is slowly evolving in India, and you will have very mature industries where they will require this AI ops engineer, and where they are trying to integrate. But this is a very important domain, and it's going to boom in the next few years, upcoming years, because this field is not totally explored by the AI ops, and that's why you do not have good resources in the market. So
Okay.
people with this knowledge, there's a high probability. Now see, data scientists also become very, very, lot of data science. Now everywhere you will see the term data scientist, right? But AI ops engineers are specific skill sets who are as good as data scientists, not better. So that's it, becomes a very unique you know skill set to have, which will help you in near future.
Got it. Got it. Thank you, Arpan. And the like the last question is there any like specific tools or any subscriptions do I need to like
No, we will do all free versions, and Pythonic way we will do. You
Okay.
do not need any costing to be involved. That once you have this base knowledge, when you shift or you move into your organization, you will be able to easily incorporate this knowledge of AI. So you guys already have the DevOps knowledge, already have the infra basic knowledge. It is more about, our objective is learn the AI part. You're here to learn the AI part, right? The operations
Correct.
part, the AI part, how to create these models using Python, what data source, what data types it will come, what are the different data which can be utilized, real world use cases where Netflix and, as I said, Adobe, they are how they are using this, matured organizations are using this. So that part you will learn, we will be focusing on more. uh, okay, rather than the operations part, incident management, server management and stuff like that. So but the data generated by those operational activity, how we can consume that data. Currently those data are manually consumed, and after all it is discarded, or because log data is very huge, you will have a purging strategy in every organization where you'll purge that data. So now how we can effectively use those type of data and into the field of data science, ML and AI, so that your entire ecosystem becomes more proactive, and productivity will highly increase. So that is what you will learn, the AI part more in this course, so that you have that knowledge of AI, then just utilize that AI knowledge in whatever domain you are trying to work on. Okay, perfect. If there's no other questions, then we'll stop here. Um, please reach out to your Spock of Visualpath for your enrollment process, and also your when we are going to know the start date of your most probably next week we are going to start, but specific dates and all, please reach out to your Spock immediately, and finish your enrollment process so that we can start this batch at the earliest.